There is a silent epidemic destroying generations of men. It's not a physical disease. It's not a lack of opportunities. It's something much more fundamental. Men in their 30s, 40s, 50s who have never killed the boy within them. They have adult bodies. They pay bills. Maybe they even have families. But psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, they are still boys. And boys, disguised as men, are dangerous. To themselves, to their families, to society. The difference between a boy and a man is not age, not beard, muscles, or a bank account. It's one thing. The boy runs from pain. The man embraces it. The boy seeks constant comfort, external validation, immediate pleasure, escape from responsibility. The man? He chooses intentional discomfort, voluntary sacrifice, productive pain, total responsibility. And here is the brutal truth. You do not become a man by growing older. You become a man by killing the boy within you. And that death is painful, violent, necessary. Ancient societies understood this. They had rites of passage, brutal rituals where boys were taken to their limits, confronted with symbolic death, sometimes real, and forced to be reborn as men. African tribes made boys hunt lions alone. Spartans sent boys to survive alone in the mountains. Native Americans sent young men on vision quests with prolonged fasting. Jews had bar mitzvah. Early Christians had extreme fasts and vigils. Why? Because they knew a boy does not become a man naturally. He must be forced through fire. And modern society? It abolished all rights, made everything comfortable, safe, no risk, no pain. Result? Generations of man-boys. 35-year-old men playing video games 6 hours a day. 40-year-old men living with their parents. 45-year-old men expecting wives to be their mothers. 50-year-old men blaming the system for their failures. Men's bodies, boys' minds. This video is the rite of passage you never had. It will not be comfortable. It will not make you feel good. It will force you to look in the mirror and answer honestly. Are you a boy or a man? You will discover the 7 characteristics separating boys from men. Why ancient societies forced pain on young men. How Nietzsche described 3 metamorphoses of maturity. What Jung called the death of the puer aeternus, the eternal boy. Why embracing pain is the only path to real growth. The 5 practical tests of mature masculinity. How to kill the boy mercilessly. The rebirth process as a man. In the end, you will no longer be able to pretend. You will know exactly what you are, and you will have a clear choice. Continue being a boy and live in comfortable mediocrity, or kill the boy and be reborn as a man through pain. Let's start with the brutal diagnosis.
Characteristic 1. The boy avoids pain. The man seeks it. Boy, how do I avoid this? How do I make this easier? How do I get maximum pleasure with minimum effort? Man, how do I use this? How do I grow from this? Where can I find more productive pain? Nietzsche observed 2 types of pain: passive pain, suffering without purpose, victimhood; active pain, chosen suffering, a forge. Boys only experience passive pain. They suffer because life is hard and complain. Men create active pain. They choose intentional discomfort because they know You only grow on the edge of your limits. David Goggins, former Navy SEAL, ultra-marathoner, the man who broke the pull-up world record, grew up obese, traumatized, uneducated. He could have stayed in comfort, accepted mediocrity, blamed circumstances. Instead, he chose maximum pain, woke up at 4 a.m. to train before work, ran ultra-marathons with no proper training, did SEAL Hell Week 3 times, broke bones, and kept going. Why? Because he understood the boy inside him needed to die, and would only die through unbearable pain. He said, pain unlocks a secret doorway in the mind, a doorway that leads to your highest potential. You avoid the gym because it's uncomfortable? Boy. You delay hard conversations because they're awkward? Boy. You always choose the easy path? Boy. A man does the opposite. He picks the hardest lift. He initiates the uncomfortable talk. He intentionally chooses the harder road. Not out of masochism, but because he knows comfort kills, pain builds. Practical arsenal. Test 1. The Daily Discomfort Challenge. 30 days of 1 discomfort per day. Cold shower, training to muscle failure, 24-hour fast, difficult conversation you're avoiding, sleep on the floor, wake up at 4 a.m. Notice how you feel afterward. Chosen discomfort generates energy, not depletion.
Characteristic 2. The boy seeks validation. The man self-validates. Boy, do you think I'm good? Are you proud of me? Do you love me? Man, I know what I am. Your opinion is irrelevant. Boys need approval because they lack internal structure. They outsource their sense of worth. Result? They live under the tyranny of others' opinions. One compliment lifts them. One criticism destroys them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone can prove I am mistaken, I will gladly change. I seek truth, which never harmed anyone. But he who persists in ignorance harms himself." Translation? Opinions do not move me, only truth. Socrates was sentenced to death unjustly. He could have fled, could have begged forgiveness. He did neither. Why? Because he didn't need Athens' approval to know his value. When time came to drink poison, he did so calmly, comforting his crying friends. Zero need for external validation. Absolute self-validation. You check likes obsessively after posting? Boy. You make decisions based on others' opinions? Boy. Criticism destroys you emotionally? Boy. A man acts according to principles. He knows 50% will hate you no matter what. 50% will love you no matter what. Therefore, approval is random noise. Practical arsenal. Test 2. The validation fast. 30 days. No social media posting. No asking for, "What did you think?" No explaining your choices. Act based on your values. Develop internal structure.
Characteristic 3. The boy blames, the man assumes. Boy, not my fault, if only they did this to me. Man, my responsibility, my problem to solve. Boys live in victim narrative. Parents, system, X, economy, genetics, luck. While blaming, they stay powerless. If it's not your fault, it's not your power to change. Men assume responsibility for everything, not because they caused it, but because responsibility equals power. Mandela spent 27 years unjustly imprisoned. Yet, he took responsibility, not for being imprisoned, but for how he would respond to it. He prepared, he learned, he stayed ready. He left prison not seeking revenge, but reconciliation. Blame is weakness, responsibility is power. Practical arsenal. Test 3. Total responsibility exercise. List all current problems. For each, write, I am responsible because. Even if life was unfair, take your part. Once you own it, you can change it.
Characteristic 4. The boy wants, the man sacrifices. Boys, I want it now. Man, I sacrifice today to build tomorrow. Delayed gratification is the #1 predictor of success. Boys, eat what they want, obesity. Spend what they want, debt. Do what they want, no discipline. Men, eat what they need, health. Invest what they earn, wealth. Do what they must, character. Jocko wakes up at 4:30 a.m. daily for decades, not because he wants to, because it's sacrifice. Discipline equals freedom. Impulse is the boy's voice. Discipline is the man's voice. Practical arsenal. Test 4. Sacrifice week. 7 days. Junk food craving? Eat protein plus vegetables. Netflix urge? Read a technical book. Want to sleep? Wake up earlier. Want to spend? Invest. You are training. I control impulses. They don't control me.
Characteristic 5. The boy needs a mother, the man leads. Boy seeks mother figure in relationships, wants to be cared for. Man becomes father, leader, protector. Young's puer aeternus, the eternal boy. Seeks women as caregivers, expects others to solve problems, avoids responsibility. Lives in potential, never execution. The puer must die for the man to be born. Young confronted his unconscious, killed the approval-seeking boy, and emerged as the man we now know. He became his own father. Practical arsenal. Test 5. Autosufficiency month. 30 days. Solve everything yourself. No emotional outsourcing. Cook, clean, fix, handle life. Be the rock. Characteristic 6. The boy escapes, the man confronts. When things get hard, he escapes. When things get hard, he faces them. He confronted his demons head-on. That confrontation created masterpieces. Practical arsenal? Test 6. Escape fast. 30 days. No video games, no porn, no alcohol, no Netflix, no entertainment scrolling. You will feel anxiety. That is good. It means you're finally feeling what you avoided. Characteristic 7. The boy dreams, the man builds. Boy, one day, endless potential. Man, proof, result, creation. Ideas are cheap. Execution is expensive. He paid the price, daily. Practical arsenal. Test 7. Productive silence. 90 days. No talking about plans, no posting goals, no validation seeking. Work, build, deliver. Day 90, show what you built.
The process of death and rebirth. Phase 1. Admit you are a boy. You cannot kill what you do not recognize. Phase 2. Decide to kill the boy. Nietzsche. You must be ready to burn in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes?
Write a goodbye letter. Burn it. War has been declared. Phase 3. Walk through the fire. 90 days, all 7 tests at once. Brutal is the point. Your rite of passage starts now. Phase 4. Rebirth as a man. Day 91. Comfort doesn't attract you. Responsibility is automatic. Discipline becomes your default. You built something tangible. The boy is dead. The man is alive. Declare your principles. I embrace productive pain. I self-validate. I take total responsibility. I sacrifice pleasure for purpose. I lead. I confront. I build. Rebirth complete. The final choice. There are 3 metamorphoses of the spirit: camel, lion, child. Camel, you carry society's weight. Lion, you kill the obedient boy. Child, you create freely without fear. Most die camels. Some become lions and get stuck in rebellion. Few reach the child, reborn through fire, fearless creators. Now you choose. Option 1. Stay a boy, comfortable, validated. Die having wasted your life avoiding the pain that would forge you. Option 2. Kill the boy. Embrace intentional pain. Assume total responsibility. Lead, confront, build. Be reborn through fire. The boy seeks comfort. The man embraces pain. Which one are you? Don't answer me. Answer yourself, and prove it through action in the next 90 days. Words are cheap. Any boy can say, "I will change." Only men actually change. Kill the boy. Let the man be born.